How you doing, guys? It's Big Mac Dancewell here with day number 28 of October for you. So what I've got today, I'm going to try out a Morkanaut versus an Imperial Knight, just as my tester mini battle report that I mentioned in a previous video that I was going to try. So yeah, on this side we have the Morkanaut. And in order to, make him around about the same points cost and make him more survivable than a normal Morkanaut would be, I'm putting inside of him 5 looters, 3 of which I've upgraded to mechs. So that gives him, basically the mech tools mean you can regain hull points at the end of a turn. He's also got the custom force field, and you'll have seen this before, of course, but I'll show you again. So this is one I bought off eBay. It's got the Death Storm Mega Shooter on there, but I'll be using that as a custom Mega Blaster, and or custom Mega Cannon. It'll have a custom Mega Blaster as well. Let's pop him back. And the Knight is the one with the rapid fire battle cannon. He's got no extra weapons on top or anything, but yeah, let's see how it goes. Just rolling to see who goes first. It's green dice for the Orcs and white dice for the Knight. So there we go. It's a draw, so let's re-roll them. So first turn goes to the Knight. So the first thing the Knight did was move directly up the battlefield towards the Morkanaut. He scored 2 direct hits on the Morkanaut, but my camera was playing up, so I've lost that footage now. So what I'll do, I'll move over to roll for armor penetration to the dice tray. So now let's see if the Morkanaut can save that from its 5 up and vulnerable save from the custom force field. It does not. So now we're going to roll on the vehicle damage table, and it's a 5, which is weapon destroyed. Let's see which weapon it is. So 1 and a 2, it'll be one of the twin linked big shooters. 3 and a 4, it'll be one of the rocket launchers. 5 custom mega blaster, 6 custom mega cannon. It's a 1, so it's one of the twin linked big shooters, which were useless anyway. Here comes the armor pen for the second rapid fire battle cannon shot, and neither penetrate. There's a 1 and a 3. You may have noticed as well, guys, I've left the tape measure laid out just to let me know how far I'm moving. The 2 miniatures. So he's on 37 inches now, so I'll move him down to 31. A Morkanaut can only move 6 inches. It's not actually a super heavy, although I'd say it should be. It's not, unfortunately. So in fact, this Knight, although it's the same size as the Morkanaut, can stomp the Morkanaut, which I think is crazy. So anyway, there we go. So the first thing I'll be rolling for in the shooting phase is the use of the mech's tools. So there's 3 mechs inside, therefore they get 3 chances to roll a 5+ and either regain a hull point for the Morkanaut or repair a weapon. So I'll try that now. And yeah, there we go. So that's a regained hull point. So he's back up to 5 hull points now. There we go. So it's 5 hull points versus 6. And let's move on to the shooting. So rockets first of all, 5 to hit the Knight, 2 rockets, and neither hit, they both miss. So now it's the turn of the custom Mega Blaster for the Morkanaut, so let's roll to see if it gets hot first of all. It does not, and now let's roll to see if it hits. It's a 5 to hit, and it's a hit. So strength 8 weapon means it's a 5 to glance and a 6 to pen, exactly the same for the Knight on the Morkanaut. For the custom Mega Blaster, and that's rolling against the front armour of 13. So 5 to glance, 6 to pen, and it's failed to penetrate or glance. So next weapon is a custom Mega Cannon. We'll see if that gets hot. It does not. So let's move on to the shooting of it. So the custom Mega Cannon, I'll place the template directly above the centre of the Knight, and I will roll the scatter dice. Drop dice. There we go. So that's going to scatter way off. 11 inches, so take off his ballistic skill, it's 9 inches away, so it's going to be over there. So that's a complete miss, disaster. Now it's the assault phase, and the Morkanaut has an 8-inch charge to make, so let's roll that. 8 inches, he just makes it in. There's no overwatch from the Knight because super heavies don't fire overwatch. There we go, into base contact. Fantastic stuff. So the first thing to be resolved there is the Hammer of Wrath attack from the Morkanaut. So it's a strength 8 attack, hitting automatically, and it glances on a 5 and penetrates on a 6. And it glances, so it takes a hull point off of the Knight. The Knight is weapon skill 4, as is the Morkanaut, so it's got to be 4s to hit for the Knight, and it gets 3 attacks. Got 1 rolled out there. And that is 2 hits. We're going to roll on the Destroyer weapon attack table, so anything but a 6 would be okay for the Morkanaut. And it's a 5 and a 4, so that is solid hits. It causes it to lose D3 hull points, so we'll roll one of these dice at a time. That is a 4, so that's 2 hull points, and then let's roll again. And that's a further 3 hull points, so that's all 5 hull points, so the Morkanaut is destroyed. So there we have it, guys, the end of the battle. And the Knight didn't even get to make any stomp attacks. He didn't have to. I'm sure if he did, he would have basically just stomped the Morkanaut out of existence. So there we go, guys. As you saw in the video, it was a nice simple victory for the Knight. If you have any suggestions for me to improve the battle report, anything you think I could do differently, pop them in the comments section down below. And yeah, I'll try and take them on board. Anything that I think will be useful, I'll try and take it on board. And once I get myself a laptop, when I get my redundancy money, I think I'm going to get myself a laptop. I'll be able to edit them on a computer, and I'll be able to use a real camera rather than my phone. At the minute, what I'm doing, I'm using my phone, which is an HTC, and I'm transferring it onto my iPad and editing it all on some software on the iPad. Now, it's great software, but I keep having memory problems, not with my head, but with both my phone and the iPad. So it's a little difficult for me to get videos anything longer than 10 minutes. One of them tends to throw a hissy fit. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope to improve these reports in the future, and I will see you on the battlefield.